Alright, what is going on, guys? I'm your host here, Unspeakable Gaming, and today we're going to be taking a look at the More Swords mod for Minecraft 1.6.2. This is going to be a really crazy mod that is going to add in these really cool swords in your Minecraft. They're going to be new swords that you've probably never seen before, and it's also a really cool mod. Now, I know there's a lot of mods out there that add new swords into your Minecraft, but this one is actually a really cool one. So today we're going to be covering all the swords. This mod is going to add in all these new swords, and it's also going to add in some new enchantment books too. I believe there's about 10 of them, but we're not going to be looking at those today. We're just going to be looking at these swords. Now, I'm not going to do the enchantment books in a different episode, but if you would like to look at the new enchantment books, you can check those out yourself. But yeah, so let's go ahead and start off over here. Now, facts. Let's go ahead and go over these facts before we look at all these swords. Let's go ahead and say that a diamond sword has 1,562 durability and an iron sword has 251 durability. Now, the reason I told you that is because all these swords up here, I'm going to be telling y'all their durability. So the first one is going to be a blaze sword. And by the way, if you want to pause the video and look at the crafting recipe, you are welcome to do that, but I am not going to sit here and let y'all look at the crafting recipe. Y'all can basically do it yourself. So if we go ahead and take a look at the blaze sword, it's going to have 4 attack damage, while a diamond sword has 7 attack damage. If we go ahead and hit a pig, as you can see, it's going to take about 2 hits to get the pig. So basically it has 400 durability also, which is pretty good. It's about almost double an iron sword, maybe double a gold sword, not 100, or not a gold sword, maybe double a stone sword, I'm not sure. But next, moving on, is going to be the blood sword. It has 1,500 durability. Looks pretty sweet. It's going to take 2 obsidian, 2 redstone, and a stick, and you're going to get your blood sword. It has 6 attack damage, while a diamond sword has 7. Keep that in mind that a diamond sword does have 7. So it's going to be kind of like the blaze sword, but it's going to have a lot more durability, and it's going to have just a little bit more attack damage. So go ahead and throw this pork chop in here. Next is going to be the bone sword. Now, these two, the bone sword and the glass sword, are very, very weak swords, and they're very easy to craft. As you can see, it only takes 5 bones, and it only has 3 attack damage, which is not very strong at all. I think it might be compared to a stone sword. Let's go ahead and take a look. Actually, no, a stone sword is going to, actually a wooden sword is going to be more powerful than this. Wow, okay, I did not know that. So let's go ahead and put the bone sword back, and let's take out the glass sword, which only has 15 durability. And by the way, this one has 200 if you haven't noticed. And the glass sword right here is going to have 5 attack damage, which is a little bit more than the bone one, so that's pretty good. But then again, it does have 5 durability, so it does die on you pretty quick. So next one is going to be the infinity sword. It has 850 durability. You're going to need a lot of iron to craft this. Sorry about that, I just kind of like yawned. But as you can see, it kills pigs in about 2 good solid hits, so that is pretty cool. Pretty useful sword, but the only downside is it does take a lot of iron to craft it. Next is going to be the Lapis Sword. So if you have any leftover Lapis in your chest from survival, you might want to check in crafting a Lapis Sword. It takes 2 blocks of Lapis and a stick, and it's really only going to do 3 attack damage. It has 750 durability, so it is going to be a little bit lower than a wooden sword, but then again, they are pretty good swords in my opinion. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next sword. The next sword is going to be the Molten Edge Sword. It has 300 durability. It's going to be crafted with 2 things of obsidian, and then 2 lava buckets and a stick, and it has 4 attack damage. Now, I honestly think this sword is a little bit of ripoff. I think he should have put the attack damage to 6 and maybe the durability to 500, because getting 2 lava buckets and obsidian, and the lava buckets do take iron, that is kind of hefty. Like, it's kind of a lot of stuff, and you don't really get that much. So 4 attack damage, I think he should have upgraded it to maybe at least 5 attack damage and maybe a little bit more durability. But yeah, so moving on. Anyways, that's just my opinion. And anyways, this is going to be the Aqueous Sword. I'm not really sure. It's basically going to be the same one as the Molten Edge Sword, but it's going to be with water buckets. So as you can see, it's also going to be 4 attack damage and also 300 durability. So basically, it's about exactly the same as this one. They both just have different looks. So if we go ahead and get this pig, it's going to be about 2 hits just like this one. So basically same thing, just different looks. Next is going to be the Master Sword with 1550 or 1450 durability. It's going to be crafted just like that. And if we go ahead and spawn this in, actually it is going to have 6 attack damage, which is 1 below a diamond sword. So it's not as powerful as a diamond sword, but it is kind of close. and it doesn't take much to craft it compared to a diamond sword. So yeah, that's pretty cool in my opinion. Next is going to be the Draconic Blade. This one's kind of weird. It does take a lot of stuff to craft. It has 750 durability and has 7 attack damage, so it has the same attack damage as a diamond sword, but it doesn't have the same durability. So it's going to be about 2 hits, maybe sometimes 1 hit. So let's see if we can get a 1-hit KO. Maybe if we can jump and hit one. Like, let's try to do this. This one's already, like, wounded, but basically, sometimes you'll get a 1-hit KO with these swords, sometimes you won't. I really don't want to hit this pig and, like, knock out the walls on this thing, because I am in creative mode. So let's go ahead and put that blade back, which is pretty cool. Next, we have the End Sword, which has 1750 durability, and is going to be crafted. It's kind of expensive, but it does have 8 attack damage and a lot of durability. It has more attack damage than a diamond sword and more durability than a diamond sword. So as you can see, diamond sword has 15 whatever, and this one has a lot more, obviously. So this is definitely going to be sometimes or mostly a 1-hit kill. Sometimes if we get a little jump hit on the pig, like for example if we go like this and hit it, it's definitely going to kill it. But sometimes if you just stand here and hit it, it's usually going to take 2 hits. So basically, science proven, really, when you jump and hit a animal or something, it is going to do more damage. I have tested it out, and I've had the damage indicators mod. It really does more damage when you jump and hit something, just letting y'all know. And then next is the Aether's Guard. It's kind of a weird, it has 7 attack damage and it has 1000 durability. It's kind of weird how you craft it. It's definitely different from all the other ones, and it kind of looks weird. It kind of looks like a blade, I guess you could say. It's not really like a sword, it's like a big blade, which obviously it's not called a blade, it's called a guard. It's called the Aether's Guard. For those of you who don't know what the Aether mod is, I don't know if it's from the Aether mod. I'm not really sure. I don't really know much about the Aether mod, but it has 7 attack damage, which is going to be exactly the same as a diamond sword. And we only have 2 more swords left, so just hang in there, guys, and we'll get through them really quick. Next is going to be the Witherbane. It's going to be a pretty sick sword. It's going to be black. It has 5 attack damage and 1000 durability, so it's kind of going to be kind of like this one, but with 5 attack damage. So it's going to be just a little bit more weak. So it's going to take about 2 hits to kill your pig. Sometimes if you can get a good jump hit, it might sometimes take 1. I don't think it will. Not with 5 attack damage. Nope, maybe not. Okay, so it's going to be about 2 hits to kill your average pig or creature. And next, oop, that's the wrong thing. And last but not least, hopefully you'll have stayed in for this, because if you haven't noticed, look at this beast. This is called the Adminium Arc. Hopefully I said that right, not 100% sure. As you can see, it's going to be a black sword, and you kind of notice the durability is extremely high. And then if we go ahead and look at this thing, it's going to be crafted with 2 pieces of bedrock, a stick, and it has 999 attack damage. That is absolutely insane. Definitely a 1-hit kill no matter what. So basically that is actually going to be about it for the mod, but I want to go ahead and wrap it up if y'all don't want to stay, because basically I reviewed everything, but I also want to have some fun with the sword. So basically I just want to say, if you go over in creative and you go over to the More Swords mod, these are going to be all your enchanting books. You're going to have stealth, ice, blaze. You're gonna have all these really cool things. If you would like to check those out, you're welcome to download the mod yourself and check them out. So now let's go ahead and just test out our OP sword with 999 attack damage and like a million something durability. So this sword is obviously like OP. Like, imagine if you can make armor out of the same stuff that's made out of this sword. So let's go ahead and spawn in some stuff. What should we spawn in? Let's go ahead and think a little bit. What about, let's see, what's the hardest thing to kill? I'm trying to look, just give me a sec. What about a blaze? Blaze are pretty hard to kill. Yeah, let's go ahead and try a blaze. Oops, I am in easy mode. Okay, let's go ahead and switch out of easy. Switch out of peaceful, and boom, 1-hit kill on a blaze. Yeah, definitely a 1-hit kill on the blaze, so that's pretty crazy. Let's try Ghost. I'm pretty sure, I guarantee it, yeah, 1-hit kill. Basically everything you see is going to be a 1-hit kill. I do not know about an Ender Dragon. I'm not 100% sure about that, but as you can see, also there's new achievements and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, so as you can see, this sword is definitely going to be OP, but the only problem is you cannot craft it in survival mode, because it does take 2 pieces of bedrock unless you have too many items or some types of cheats on, because you cannot get bedrock in survival mode. I've never seen someone do it unless they somehow cheat it or glitch it or something like that. So basically you're only going to be able to have this sword in creative unless you switch over to survival mode and use it. So that is going to be about it for the More Swords mod for Minecraft 1.6.2. Looks like we got a beautiful sunset in the background. Perfect to end off the video. So that's gonna be about it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. A like would definitely be appreciated, and if you haven't subscribed, I would definitely recommend it because I do a lot of awesome stuff like this on my channel. And yeah, that's gonna be about it. I'm Unspeakable Gaming. I will see you guys later.